So tonight, so Monday Night Raw has a really good assessments and rivalries of just maybe top 10 moments of Raw tonight. So, so I might my top 5 of tonight's show. So here's my top 5 tonight. So we got say also, and we got CM Punk. In 3 we have AJ Styles and Kobe Royals. And the next one we got Nikki Bella and Sheamus. So here's my top 5 moments of Raw tonight. So so we will do a breakdown tonight's on Raw tonight. So I also like the show tonight. This was not too bad. So it's alright, but this was a good show. So if you want to subscribe in this channel and you want to subscribe to this channel, you get one membership, one application below on my screen below. So here's my new channels in the top right there on the top of my new channels. So you get 2 separate ways. So let's go break down tonight's live on Raw right here. So speaking of Paul Heyman to interrupt a bite say Uso. So he was a former world champion by say Uso hit the ring into just a falling in the standard and paid the tribute to Hulk Hogan, but I did this before he could do it to address a red hot crowd in Detroit. And she Paul Heyman to interrupt. The family is always going to let you down. The family is always going to get you in trouble. And also was so this was that's not a my episodes that's a into Paul Heyman was going to say also ahead of Saturday for this Saturday a match at SummerSlam. And it was and just a little with team with Roman Reigns to follow with Boston Reed and Braun Breaker. So into a part so Weissman into he was came out a while ago. He was to interrupt by say also. So this is what Paul Heyman said. So I did plays in mind games with say also says days before SummerSlam. So into Paul Heyman, so he wasn't really off a sole instance of say Uso's family. I would laying him down or lying to him and say also, I love you, he said before. Into me just adding just like a family. I think you leads onto my family and where's it here goes at. They should say also he was asked before putting in was the important onset assessment was so into which assessment was going good, just promo and by claiming him with Roman Reigns or headed to SummerSlam to be Boston Reed and Braun Breaker. So into with this slight when Paul Heyman said so he said Um, so Heyman said about a monster did everything he could to punish sins of this was of this is with a team of say also and Roman Reigns on the soul phase. So this was did it not work out, but the former world heavyweight and on the split did on your versus champion was probably have a long history. I did it with the engine is to bring and just here's a win. The sports of that will be a key. And TLC also is so good at these emotional promos. So this was that it is a wonder that he is not given more opportunities to elude them. I think it is when he is at his most engaging in because it has a performer. So until when this is about Paul Heyman says, no, your daddy Casey is lying to you, and Paul Heyman said, so your daddy says, Casey, the Hall of Famer Casey, and Paul Heyman says, your daddy is just lying to you. Okay, this does not make any sense, but just about the assessment, right? About this stress about Paul Heyman said. So this does not make any sense. But just looking just promo, I think. So we have mixed tag team match. We got AJ Styles and the Kobe Royals. We take on Summit Day. So AJ Styles with Sons of Dominic Mysterio was the Intercontinental Championship at SummerSlam. So at the end of this preview of that matchup, the Formula 1, he was opponent with the Kobe Royals, Kairi Sane and Asuka to battle Dirty Dom as a women's tag team. Into a champions Raquel Rodriguez and Roxanne Perez. I just said here's just size of 12 and also the match. I was ahead of the fourth into commercial break and to with Raquel Rodriguez and taking down Kairi Sane at the ringside and just set a tag team champions like walking her over cutting the pirate princess off from her corner into a solo for the hope is spots. This was to lead to her attacking to AJ Styles who exposed in this match. So we really are looking forward, or we looking at the next Intercontinental Champion of AJ Styles. So AJ Styles teams off on Dominic Mysterio after Rain Perez's attempt to step in foot of the IC champion. AJ Styles present to renounce Kairi Sane over the top rope, and then and onto her Rodriguez to energize them back into the ring. After a phenomenal forearm from Styles put Dominic Mysterio down and built and the first Hall of Famer like Rey Mysterio. So Rey Mysterio was become a Hall of Famer like listen Joel. So this was anything this weekend playing live event. So and the winner on this match AJ Styles is the Kobe Royals. So into a real next tag team match there should be more of these across of WWE programming on television. So women's top division is this was posing the hottest area and the other WWE and about it right now. So this is not about booking them or pull with the make top division to companies and it will only help to elevate the aggressive football. I mean this was a fun match. Wasn't that wasn't some great spots late in visible spotlight on the women's tag top division. I didn't even hot finish that. I mean this belt it wasn't for Styles, was a stomach Mysterio, and it wasn't Perez, and Raquel Rodriguez only quickly falling into a great tag team. I didn't beating them, and this weekend at SummerSlam, I will they undefeated against Elizabeth in solid flip feels like it will be a big mistake. So I will keep the titles on them and let them run with the Vegas gold in bit in just longer. I think so be. So in next match we got singles match. So we got Sheamus goes 1-on-1 against Grayson Waller. Andrew was born of a bad stage to communism only inside the day. It was Sheamus to score off with Grayson Waller into the night of next match. So it just a match about is suspended with the current royal. It was posted imaging with the Waller to at him, mocking him with a something knee enjoying a 10 beats also about 10 times. And Simmons had all banner but forgot what day it is. After banner. Into a Rusev attempt to end the field and this is in opponent's the outcome, but into a Simmons saw it off, caught was a wallet with a Boston kick and scored to the win. And just a Boston Blue got to the best of his rivalry with Simmons for a decade. It took up moments later. He wasn't leaving him playing following it's ACCOLADE. So, and the winner of this match is Sheamus. Grayson Waller might be in the best shape of his long career run and did not matter because I think he still could not pick up a win deposit with Rusev, depositing a strategy for him. And this is a body of the same as a Rusev feud. This was simple and one doesn't like so over and they beat the hell out of each oval back and forth and all has a result easy. So between of two, let me see here. I just remember when Samus has defeat with Rusev about a year ago. Just like I say 2014, I think. Maybe that, I think. So let me follow my notes here, guys. This feud 2014. Let me see my notes. That's not it. Yeah, that's it. So this was back in 2014. That I see Serbian Samus spoke with about about 90 Serbians on Sunday. You hear about Busting Open. So this is back in 2014. Just like a year or so. So let me see. I also remember that day when I watched back in 2014. I think. So yeah, this is when Brock Lesnar versus Cena is all we'll see Brock Lesnar versus Samus. Until then. So in June of 2014, it was Rusev versus Samus for the US title. I would love to see that matchup again. Hopefully, I think. So it's been about a long time since like back in of 2014 between Rusev and Samus. Had this feud for a long time since like back in 2014. So I do remember when I watched that show before. So let me get back here. So speaking of live action and Becky's final belt of Karrion Kross sat down with Sami Zayn. Adding hope and hope for the opportunity to address the WWE Universe. It did up before Hope's street fight was a women's intercard championship at SummerSlam. Linebacker who claimed Becky Lynch and then will have a beat the live out of Hope to keep her down into Sunday for night 2 in East Winterfell. The man attempt a sneak attack, but Linebacker cut her off and listened to punish her with a this was a bolus of candlestick shots and hit about his body. The former Sabian was still tall to close out, so the assessment was really good. So AJ Abekinis has this candlestick on his. He grabs the hands like this, and makes it underneath to it, I think, until Lafaka is in the ring, and he dive off to Becky Lynch. So this was afterward a pre-tape interviews that was started has a sit down between Cody Graves and Sami Zayn to allow into a face-to-face and points a little in his SummerSlam opponent of Karrion Kross. Into a Sami Zayn promise that whenever he loses, he will say whatever and Kenny Cross wants him to, but I think what if it is so way around and Kenny Cross has to look in Sami Zayn's eyes and tell him he was wrong. So B for Life Factor and Becky Lynch had B plus for Sami Zayn and Kenny Cross grade. So this was a fasting of this, I think. So B. So until a Life Factor recovered it lasted after an awkward Fable only on improved on a whole groove. And in women's animation has a performer posting on some my time. That's like my palm like this. And just a street fight was a women's intercultural championship might be so still of this SummerSlam weekend. Animal sit down this interview. This was like the one we saw in Falling Sami Zayn and Kenny Cross that take the wrestlers out of the ring and into a fresh settings should be any really good thing. I think. So that the next match we have 8 women tag team match. So into a women's world champion Naomi, the opponent with Sasha Green, Papa Nevin, and Alpha Fire to battle against Rhea Ripley, Io Sky, and WWE Hall of Famer Mickey Butler, and Stevie Fakil. After an 8 women tag team match. After the heels twice cut her the opponents off from the opponent's force with Nikki Butler, and then Anya Rip Io Sky but could not put either of women's away. I think. And just said the fans scented, this is awesome. Instead of Naomi grabbed her title and she walked into the backstage and she walked off into the match was started. Okay, this is strings between Naomi. So this was a hot tag from the goddess of the sky. And Stevie Cute spoken to babyface comeback. So this was that saw a little devil's kiss to Green and Naomi scored the win with the SVB Stevie Cute bomb. And just a babyface stood tall to close things out. Into the assassinates. This was an unstoppable force and minimal options on this night. And the winner on this match, we Ripley, Stevie Fakil, Io Sky, and Mickey Butler. So, into a Alpha Fire showing Green and Papa Nevin with acting has been a great spot for her. She is too good not to be on top this television. So if After 8 means bring in, this was a comedy act to get a wing time, so be it. She was gonna heal. Into a Stevie Kill, assigned a big time heal. It was a thing that stays for the big fall for some months, and just so that the muscle feels like this was a given that until of Naomi retains at SummerSlam, Anya says to set up a Anya feuding against at Clash in Paris. So, instead of Rhea Ripley versus Michigan on Stephen Fakir is going to make WWE a boot loads of money in one day. They are already posted by a face to beat a top in set of women's top division and put them together and get in a title program with a day at WrestleMania, and you have a main event. So in the next match they got more tag team championship match is all aligned. So they got AWO, we take on Summit Day. Until 1 week after lasting New Day is the Creed Brothers, AWO, Christian Toe, and Saskia Waller, the Sons, Summit Day. Into a fan battle in Sadie Madonna was the World Tag Team Championship. I just said his work all by Saskia Waller with a major lost passing of his match with a hot tag to the Cholo. I just said babyface it had them rolling late with the sense of this is awesome. As it was spreading down from the crowd, and just said the sauces took to the fight, and get to air hashtag pursuit their force tag team titles. So it says wait what the IUA appearance by Inglander and Cameo, and was the lyric cast of forces in second mask. This was a normally 2 months for the silencers to overcome a line. Finbalo and Sadie Madonna to score to the win and sabotage advance. And win on this match. So Summit Day won the match. So, speaking of Cody Graves, put all Saskia Waller's story included new long career ending this week back in 2017. I get in depth is more than anyone has attempted to do to get him over since he arrived in WWE. So this was a heavy talented top wrestler. It was nice to hear someone attempt to this was that to connect between him and the attendance. It wasn't the total fan this tournament to Sadie Madonna was as steady was advised of what the AWO stars can do when given the spotlight. And yet a fan battle in Sadie Madonna really have become well hosts of the wall brand and guys that can be real onto a little bit more times than not. So, Under World Heavyweight title match hype. This promo, it said, Under ahead of the World Heavyweight Championship match at Sunday night at SummerSlam, into a CM Punk and Gunther. This was met a face-to-face in the center of the squad circle. I left set of voice of my faultless and speedless. And you of course just said just commences the punk. And from last week and seconds before, so formal, Jerry Sabian to end your up. So into what it be CM Punk time at SummerSlam. I just said straight as this superstar responded that to the ring, guess who turning him yes it was down running on him. He doesn't want to be the world heavyweight champion. He needs to be a world champion. I don't drink and I don't do drugs, but I understand because of the Punk study before. He wasn't pointing at the world title because this is my addresses. He said, "You're right. I don't deserve to call myself best inside the world. I've been on it," the number one attendant said. As you were going to try to shut down the red hot intermittent CM Punk, the Whistle Hall of Fame cut him off and told him that if it was come on Sunday night, he would leave East Rutherford was a world heavyweight championship. And it was but at last the ring guesser will have the opportunity to say he said the ring with the best answer the award. So into this is no one better at knowing the very this babyface pummel that this was astonishing and interest in a match. Indian Punk this was bottled and should have sizes of certificates currently. So into just did a report that the trigger and gave us a Punk land on just the Chicago native becomes the last victim of a long career year for Gunther. Into if that the winner is not really opponent is good, they should make for one of the hardest matches of the point live event. So here's a main event. So that Say also goes one-on-one against Bronson Reed. And here's the main event of the night. And here we saw Say also in Bronson Reed met for the second time in the last 3 months before just 5 days away. And here from SummerSlam in a blockbuster tag team. And was a man putting Say also in Roman Reigns against Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker. Into a Bronson Reed overwhelmed Say also with his power and size events. This was the animated set a match has this babyface belt and he imagined a late match to come back. Into a Braun Breaker came from out of nowhere with a spill to the Atticus' match. What is a spill? After a post match breakdown, our Say also had the fan sending OTC and Roman Reigns opposite hating for the way to make a save for his cousin. Into a Braun Breaker mowed down Reigns with a spear at ringside 2. After it ensued the OC Barlight Mabels did not stand tall. After he just level of Reigns sending him on the announce table is standing tall while Boston lead and allows to call to Salami on say also. After he added a 1 to wings before Bon Winkle marked one of the 12 received most famous promos and declaring that anyone works for him now. And just that he was still tall to close out the show was it after the Gospel Spirit true, so a timekeeper passing that helped to build heat ahead of the beginning of PLE. And the winner of this match say also. Speaking of Michael Cole once again to point out that she also has never lost to Boston Reed in single competition that is a start that WWE in reducing every two so often to put up to independence of a rematch between these two. And just at the post-match beatdown, it was a slight sense of peace. And in that it gave the fools the false. It was impossible that the baby face and World Ring to close out the broadcast. And was before his heels and just flip and just script and left them laying on. So here's an overall grade. So this was as a go home. So we go home episode of Raw ahead of SummerSlam this week. So with a lot to be dissolved. I mean that it makes sense of as you will expect from the discussion team ahead of one of the biggest shows of the year or so. Wasn't intense of following two segments of the night, but after when you are producing 2+ hours of on television and just to be more of substance in that. Wasn't there was plenty of fun including mixed tag team match that the company should consider booking more. Anya insert the last two segments were great of TV, but this felt top heavy, something that should not be insert the case on shows as long as one. And with that said, it was still enough here to also wanted is so great when if nothing else. So Monday Night Raw, it was really good show tonight. So give me 1 second. So let's go to my YouTube community poll for a night. So give me 1 minute. So if you like Monday Night Raw tonight, give me a like and subscribe in this video. Hold on. Give me 1 minute, guys. Hold on. I'm not on my notes here. So give me 1 second. Okay, so look at 6% like the show tonight on Raw. 6% is alright, and 6% didn't like it. So let's go to my X poll. still got 2% like it, 100% is alright, and 2% didn't like it. So this was a great show tonight on Raw. Let me see for my notes here. So let me see. Ended a bomb maker in Boston Reed stand tall to close the last ball before until SummerSlam. I'm waiting for this match. I'm waiting for this. So until then, so let me see here on a couple more tweets. So we have two of Pro Wrestling most dangerous and gravel are set to clash at Sauce Burnett's Bar Sport. So it might be Pete Dunne versus Sauce Grayson. It'll be on August the 2nd. So Agent of Raw was also aired tonight. This was with Hammond, Hostel, and Boston Reed with still Sues. So this was good to entertain Raw tonight, I think. So TNA Bout of the Glory is coming to the center in Louisville on October 12th. The visit begins in 2 days on this Wednesday here. So Wednesday, a new window photo has seen an X Division champion. So let me see. His Blues is on Fox Sports. This is news today. We'll be asking more interviews, I think, to be. And TLC Punk says, whenever Triple H has a special event, Griswold with his startles, and he's not at TV. I just found that to be so amazing and blowing it like, yeah. So let's go hang out with your kid. Go have those moments. It'll be fine. It will get through. So I'm gonna see if Triple H Stars could be in wrestling one day, I think. So I think. Let me see. So we knew about Triple H has $3 with his wife of Stephanie McMahon. So it might be wrestling up one day, I think. So let me see. So I'm gonna show you guys Triple H Stars, I think. Triple H has $3. So After WWE failed Fighting for Kids canceled, the host of Was His Story, Venus, and married to Triple H in amount of $3. So Triple H was the content officer of said company of WWE. I think he is. So this was later of 3 kids. So instead of just Hall of Fame speech by Triple H, so he has 3 kids on all in that. That's what he said about Hall of Fame speech. This was a month ago, I think. He said, I'm not thinking about his daughter might be in wrestling someday. I think. Maybe, I don't know. Let me see. That's not it. Let me go back here to my notes. So, and they got to hang out at Hulk Hogan's house. Us at the fans is hanging out at Hulk Hogan's house. So, it's nice to have the fans around at Hulk Hogan's house, I think. So it's been a long time, I think, should be. So I've been doing, so let me say following news a minute ago. So give me 1 minute. So I had not heard any news yet. Let me see. So it's a new Bobby show Big Quest Bay. It's going to be. So that's a new one. I haven't heard about this. I think it might be a new Bobby show very soon about Quest Bay. So it'll be on season 6 coming on August 3rd. Hogan also to follow Twitter on here on Instagram account. Kevin Hogan is very on and never running face. So it might be in season 6 until August 3rd. So that'll be next month. So it might be a new season, I think. I'm gonna read that part in a few minutes here. I'll let you guys know of any more news stuff. So let me see. So just almost 20 years later, about eight to pay a tribute to Eddie Guerrero. 20 years later. So just about a long time. So it's almost 20 years later. This is so crazy when that fast goes. Like, so look at about Hulk Hogan did. So This goes by quick. So fast. This is so crazy, I think. So I seen that part of getting repaid a tribute of Hulk Hogan of tonight's Raw. Tonight. For Hulk Hogan forever. For life. So it's been about a long time. This goes by quick when he does. I think. Instead of killing as offers about the death of his former NWO teammate, is Hulk Hogan. That's what he said about that, I think. Or so. So, anyone to buy a classic of Hulk Hogan, this Asset Figure is making a return to stores, and you will be very soon to be able to your childhood hero like Hulkamania, like T-shirts, Asset Figures, and more. So there's about votes about this today, about 10 minutes after. So this is what's crazy, I think. So I want to say about Hulk. So I'm gonna pay up my tribute to the Hulk family. To we love the best, lovable, and great icon wrestling long career he has done it for years. So Hulk Hogan has been a good icon wrestler for a long time. About late 80s or late 90s or so. So this was a good thing for tonight on Raw. Was a fashion show. Let me see. Here's Monday Monday tweet. His Owens Cassidy with Taylor and him getting a new premiere, a movie's premiere with 7:30 Hook, I think. So I was about Ric Flair on a YouTube channel. And Ric Flair said he called Hulk Hogan 3 times in the last month because I knew he thought Hulk was getting into some city business, and this guy has been sucking him around this time. He said, I think he's not going to name room of Jerry Ric Flair. He said a while ago, I think. So, TNA Wrestling has announced to be on Friday, September 5th, and on Thursday, September 4th, and Friday on the 5th. It's announced a while ago. So I'm gonna show you guys a quick minute. So we have 2 dates. It's on the screens right here. It says September 4th and Friday, September 5th. So let me see, come on more. So we had a quick announcement about we will be back on July 2026. Legacy Wrestling. So I bet I haven't seen that wrestling stuff yet about Legacy Wrestling. I haven't seen it. So I might watch that next too. So it might be like Bruce Person, I think. Or easy. I don't know. Let me see. So this was from last night. We kicked off the airing at the Hostage Center area in Beats followed with a 10-belt salute and tribute to Hulk Hogan and Ozzy Osbourne. What a moment is it that in the area. Thank you Ozzy Osbourne and thank you Hulk Hogan. So this was today at Legacy Wrestling. So I haven't seen that one yet. I'm gonna write this down. I'm gonna watch that one next. I watched about, I say, 75 wrestling or 2 wrestling matches I haven't watched. I watch wrestling about every week or so. This was at Denton Beach, Florida. I haven't seen it. So I might watch that this weekend or so. So this was almost 6 years ago today with Bailey and his younger fan. He was at AEW. That's Nick Nemeth. Remember the new wrestling show? I haven't seen that one yet. I think. I'm gonna watch that. I'm gonna write this down on my note. I've not seen that one yet. I'm gonna write it down a minute. So we got a new announcement on Beyond July 28 today. It's Drew Parker vs. Sassy Blackheart tonight. So let me see. I haven't heard any news, I think. Hopefully. Hold on. So we haven't heard anything such yet in this news. I'm not letting you guys know anymore. In the final message, this info on YouTube.com. You want to say this out. So let me see. So this has been about a long time. We haven't seen NXT on NXT TakeOver. I don't know what year was that on NXT TakeOver. I don't know what year is that. Let me see. was back in 2014 and 2021. Uh, I think it's a possible lesson of NXT TakeOver. So this has been a long time. Like Adam Cole, he was a part of AEW right now. So this was almost 2014 and 2021 in years with Adam Cole. It's been with AEW for now. So this is crazy. I think. Okay. So this was about 14 years ago today, and we got some of Sting. Westbrook has a circle just came to work. After he was all over this episode of Plastic Stuff. After he first shows up in a red closet suit and tells that he is a new level exclusive for TNA. So this is almost 14 years today with Hostel, with Hulk Hogan, Terry Bollea. 14 years. That's crazy. 14 years. That's been a long time. So, Hulk Hogan was the last of WWF champion and first WWE champion. So, I'm going to show you guys a new, this was in this classic. So, I'm going to show you guys a quick minute. So, this was a classic of Hulk Hogan. So you can get those action figures right here in there. You can get is on WWEshop.com or able now. So you can get yours today. So this was, I haven't seen it this cost. I think, let's say, hold on, let me see. So it might be cost, I think, I'll say 4 by times 50 equals to be $200 in this action figure of Hulk Hogan, his action figure. So it might be total about $200. I think is what it says this price. But Hulk Hogan's action figure was almost about $200 or so or less. So let me see any more stuff here. This article is trying this out on trail. He was on the train, I think. His movies with her sister, Matthew, in Las Vegas. So next week we have on Raw. So let me see any more matches for next week. So let me see here any more matches for next week. Next week. Let me see. Hold on, give me 1 second here, guys. Okay, August the 4th. So let me see. So okay, go home. So tonight on Raw tonight. So I'll let you guys know any more matches to announce as yet. August the 4th. So it might be at Barclays Center in New York. It was on August the 4th. Same time. It might be next week. On August the 4th. And just information from you guys. Let me go back here. I was thinking about something more or less, I think. Speaking of this podcast of Q&A been open about Hulk Hogan. It says, I just let toughness of Hulk Hogan tune in now. RP Hulk Hogan. That's crazy. It goes by quick. Let me see. Here's Triple H. I'm hoping it will be a mystery mask of a cameo. I think. So we will wrap it up in a couple. So I will wrap it up in a few minutes, you guys. And I will be back on Wednesday on AEW Dynamite. And so much more. So let me see any news for next week or this week. I think. So here's Rhea Ripley. So now we know his debut with a new hairstyle today. As he has a long time. So let me see. I'm gonna show you guys a quick screen here, a quick the post fast. So here's Orange Cassidy and Sort Taylor. Is that in the movie Fam, I think. Let me see a couple more. So we will wrapping up right here. So have a great Monday. So have a rest of your week, and I will be back here on Wednesday for AEW Dynamite and so much more. So get one sticker, Octopod. So get one sticker from all over the globe with basically all podcasts, anything, and so much more. So have a great Monday, And I will see you guys on Wednesday for AEW Dynamite and so much more. So, have a great Monday. I'll see you guys on Wednesday for AEW Dynamite. So, have a good night. I'll see you next time. Have a good one, guys. Peace.